What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Dudes Who Bet Daily. We're off to a good start, as Lori said. A good start to Travers Day. The 2 gets it done in the first race. Big cash for us. So off to a good start. Long ways to go, though. 12 more races, but a good way to get it going. Magic, you're back with us today. You got the Broncos jersey on. It's like Tim Tebow rocking it. I love it, man. Looks great.
Broncos country. Let's ride. That was my best Russell Wilson impression. Broncos country, let's ride. Let's have a good ride today, guys. Let's ride at Saratoga.
Papa Dude with us as well. How are you doing, Papa Dude?
I don't know. It just keeps getting better.
All right. Well, let's get to it. We're gonna talk horse racing only pretty much today until we get to the best bets. We might have a couple from outside of horse racing, but it's all about the Travers Stakes today and Travers Stakes Day at Saratoga. All the rain worry is gone. We do have one race off the turf. It is the second race coming up. But other than that, holy cow, it is a beautiful day here. Getting ready to get to the track right after this show. So let's talk Travers. Field of 7. It is the Midsummer Derby. All right, Magic, where are you going?
I just wish there was a race where you could put the 3-year-old fillies against the boys in the summertime. Somich almost fell out of his chair when I said that on the show. That's a callback from 5 years ago. Give me Forte to win. I almost singled Forte in this spot, but I've been trying to beat Forte so many times this year, and then by the time that he missed the Derby, I was like, I got to just shut up and understand that this horse is just amazing. So give me Forte on top. I went too deep. I used Forte and Arcangelo. I think those are the two that are the most likely winners in this spot. That's why they're also the 2 shortest prices. So nothing too sexy about it, but Forte definitely to win for me, Aaron.
All right, Papa Dude, I know where you're going, but tell the people where you're going.
Well, I'm going with Forte, and he's been my horse ever since the Florida Derby, and nothing's changed my mind. I just hope he gets a uneventful trip today. No bumping, none of the other. As we pointed out the other night on our show, Aaron, whenever we did the Travers, I'm a huge Forte fan, and I think he should have been disqualified in the Jim Dandy. I do. But everybody says, they don't realize he might have done the bumping, but he bumped, and he kept going, and a lot of horses don't. This horse is gutty. He knows how to win. You're going to have to beat him. He's not going to beat himself, I don't think. So I think Mage has got a great shot to win as well, and Arcangelo. I think those are the top 3. I think it's going to be a great race, and I'm reading my butt off for Forte.
An interesting thing happened when you guys were talking. We've got the TV on in the background here. It has Saratoga. So if I look up over the computer screen, that's what I'm looking at. Current odds for the Travers. They just flashed them. And this is very early, obviously. Take a guess what odds Forte, what he currently is right now. Anybody got a guess?
3 to 5.
Me too.
3 to 1.
Really?
Arcangelo was the 4 to 5 favorite when they just showed the graphic. So
Rapoli must not be at the track yet.
Pretty incredible. I saw that. I was like, whoa, that is nuts. So yeah, 3 to 1 on Forte right now, 4 to 5 on Arcangelo. Everybody else was way high. Mage was 5 to 1, and then everybody else was double digits. So
wow,
I can't see that holding up at all. But that was interesting. They just flashed that up there, so we'll kind of see and keep an eye on that. Yeah, listen, as far as the race goes, Forte for me, I just think Forte is the horse to beat. And look, he has been the best horse in the crop for a long time now. As a 2-year-old, he was the best horse in the crop, won 2-year-old of the year. As a 3-year-old, he's been the best horse in the crop. Now he can get that another grade 1, I should say, up here and really kind of solidified things. But I'm with kind of Magic. I'm really afraid of Arcangelo. I think that is the one that can beat him because we just don't really know what he is. And that's the thing. He's kind of the unknown. Yes, he won the Belmont, we know, but he's still kind of the unknown. So we'll see. Can he get up there and beat him? Is going to be really interesting. I'm not afraid of Mage so much. I think Forte is just a better horse than Mage. So not too scared of him, but Arcangelo definitely scares me quite a bit. So, but interesting though, those odds right now, guys.
What about Mage? Robert asked about Mage. What odds do you think he'll be?
What odds will?
He's 5 to 1 right now. Okay.
He's 5 to 1 right now. I would say 4 to 1 probably. Right?
It's crazy that the Kentucky Derby winner would go off as the third choice, like clear third choice in the Travers Stakes. Like, that's how stacked. I mean, you get all 3 Triple Crown race winners in this. This is just incredible.
Yeah, I know. They actually showed a graphic. To keep talking about the Travers a little bit, they showed a graphic. This is I think it's the 4th time it's happened where all the 3 Triple Crown race winners were in the Travers. None of the other years did one of those Triple Crown race winners win the Travers. So it's very interesting that that's happened like that. So
that's true. Yeah.
That does lean to Forte. And the last time it happened, I can't remember, it was Cloud Computing and Always Dreaming. And
yep.
I cannot remember the
Creator? No.
Yeah. Was it, oh, gosh.
Or Destine.
It was a Taprit. I think it was Taprit.
Oh, 17? Yeah, Taprit.
Yeah, so it was those 3, and they weren't close.
And West Coast won it that year?
Yep, West Coast
and then Farrell lost it in 15.
Yep. So, but, of course, there wasn't. Well, that's true. Farrell was a 3. He won all of them, so, yeah, he did lose.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, technically. Good one, Magic. All right.
It's true.
Let's go over to your neck of the woods, Magic. Let's go to the Pat O'Brien Stakes. This is a pretty good one over at Del Mar today. 7 furlong race. Breeders' Cup winning you in for the mile, which I always thought was kind of strange. Large field, competitive field. That's what you've got at Del Mar all year in these stakes races. Magic, who do you like in this one?
This was close for me, and I did the preview over racingdudes.com, but give me the 7 Spirit of McKenna on top. This was a very narrow over Anarchist, who's your favorite, but I think Anarchist is going to take a lot more money because he just missed winning the Bing Crosby, just couldn't get by the Chosen Brawn, who's just absolutely red hot right now. I think a lot of people are going to point to that and go, well, 7 furlongs, maybe he gets by. Spirit of McKenna had an absolutely horrible trip, like completely scratch off his effort at the Bing Crosby. He had to check super hard on the rail and just lost all chance in the far turn. But before that, the horse was a head away from being undefeated. He was perfect in 2 starts at 7 furlongs. I think as long as it wasn't Bravo's fault, it just something weird happened in front of Spirit of McKenna and the Bing Crosby. So I'm going to put Spirit of McKenna on top. But I have a lot of respect for Anarchist. I just think, especially with the price, it's going to be better on McKenna. So that's my top pick, Aaron.
All right, he's going Spirit of McKenna. Papa Dude, where are you going?
Well, I'm on it again too. The same 2 horses. The thing that worries me about Anarchist is he likes to finish second.
Yep.
And that worries me in a horse. He's finished second in his last 7 races 6 times. And it's close. Every one of them's close, but he doesn't win. I'm worried about Spirit of McKenna. There's a ton of speed in this. May get up in a speed duel, and then Anarchist can come and get him. That's kind of what the horse does. I'm with Magic a little bit. You got to throw the Bing Crosby out because Spirit of McKenna wants to go to the front. Didn't get off right, then checked, and that was it. I'm going to lean that way too. I'm going to go with Spirit of McKenna to beat Anarchist. Did anybody look at the 1? I think that horse is kind of interesting, and I love the name. So I guess no one did because I'm not getting any reaction there. But
Magic, did you look at the 1 at all?
Not too much. I think it's a big step up from him, and he's a cowboy. I get why they're doing it, but
yeah, he's been so impressive in the allowance races, and he might get out on the lead. I don't know, or he'd be close to it. There's something to look at if you're looking to throw one on there as a price in your exotics. Although I think he is 5-1, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I will say Calbred won the name.
Yeah, the Bing Crosby.
Bing Crosby, right? Yeah, Calbred won the Bing Crosby. So hey, you never know, right? They're running pretty good in these races. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I like Anarchist quite a bit, but I am with Papa Dude that I love consistent horses, but I hate when horses are consistently second, So you do pick the horse going into the race going, okay, I think we're in good shape here. I think this horse is going to fire. But at the end of the day, do they fire or do they actually get up there and win is what you're going to want. And he's faced some really good horses. Yes. And I thought last time out, especially, it was a really tough luck loss. Like he ran really well. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets nipped out again, but I'm going to give you one more shot. I'm going to go Anarchist on top here. All right, guys, let's get to the best bets, and then we'll get you out of here. Got a very, very busy day today. We'll kick it off with myself here. I will say at Saratoga, my best bet's going to be, I just wrote Echo Zulu. So it's race 6 on the card here. I really like this horse. I think she is gone today. I think she's a very fast horse. I think she is just one that has such a tactical advantage over everybody else. And I also think she's in the best form out of anybody else in the race. When you look at Goodnight Olive, a horse that maybe hasn't been quite as good this year as she was last year, or Echo Zulu, man, she just looks fantastic. I think if she gets out to the front, she's going to be tough to catch. The track has been favoring speed. We'll see if that's the case. It's a changing track as we go along today. But give me Echo Zulu for my best bet of the day. All right, let's go Magic. Let's go Magic next.
I like that because I also the only single I had in my 2-day pick 6 ticket was Echo Zulu. So I like that pick as well. First 5 innings for the Rangers, give me -half run into the +120. Max Scherzer taking the start for the Rangers, and he looked pretty good. And after the first inning, he looked really good in his Rangers debut. But the Minnesota Twins are a strikeout team. They're 40% strikeout rate. Max Scherzer can throw some serious heat, so I think that's a good way to go. And also on the other side, Joe Ryan's coming back to the mound for the Twins, and he had an 8.63 ERA before he had a groin strain, went down to AAA, had some rehab time, came back. He's facing a Rangers lineup that is 3rd in the majors in runs per game and 2nd in OPS. So I think that this is a spot where the Rangers can definitely get some runs early and get the lead through the first 5 innings, and you can cash that +120.
I looked at the Rangers too today, but I was too focused on racing, so I didn't end up doing it. Didn't dive into it. But yeah, I like that one. Good one for the Rangers. All right, I saved Papa Dude for last because there's one other thing going on today that's pretty important. College football is back, folks. We've got a few games. They're not great. Papa Dude has found one, though. Let's talk about it, Papa Dude. New Mexico State -7. Why do you like it?
Well, I find these little hidden treasures every once in a while. Sometimes they turn out, and sometimes they don't. I bet you there isn't 20 people in the world that know that New Mexico State won 7 games last year. I'm one of them. I didn't remember how they came on and did this, and why I'm saying this. This is one of the worst football programs in the history of college football. You look through all the way back to the beginning of their playing, and they've had very few winning seasons. And an interesting guy by the name of Jerry Kill, who's bounced around. And I remember, Aaron, you and I talking about this. When he took that job, I thought, what is going on? I've been to Las Cruces, New Mexico, believe it or not. And I can't imagine why anybody would want to live there. I mean, it's okay, but my God. Here's a guy who has been at, a lot of places. He's won. He has health issues, has epilepsy, and he's prone to seizures. And, I thought he was done. And it's just an example to me of a guy who just cannot get coaching out of his system. He just loves to coach. And he took that job. And what is wrong with this guy? And they won 7 games last year. Amazing. Yep. Who are they playing today? They're playing another one of the worst college football teams ever. Massachusetts, who has not been D1 very long. I think they've won 3 games in 3 years. New Mexico State was independent. They've now jumped into a conference, which they needed to do. I don't think they're going to be great by any stretch, but I think they're going to be primed and ready for a whooping tonight in Las Cruces, and I think they're going to cover that 7 easy at -110.
It makes sense that they would. UMass, not a team, like you said. They are not a team you think of when you think of college football. You think of stud programs, that's for sure. New Mexico State, -7. I like it. I agree with that one as well.
I got another one, too.
Okay.
Real quick. Jacksonville State is making their debut at D1. They've been a perennial power at the level right below them. Jacksonville State is in Alabama, not Florida. They are playing UTEP in their home opener tonight. You don't think they're going to be ready to play? Yeah. They got talent. And now they've stepped up to D1. They beat Florida State 3 or 4 years ago. Remember that when they beat them?
Yep.
They're underdogs tonight at home in their opener in D1 against a UTEP team that I'm going to argue they probably have just as much talent as UTEP does. I think they win that game tonight. They're 2.5 point underdogs. I think they're worth a shot as well.
Yeah, I like that one as well. Jacksonville State at home, like I said, making that D1 debut, and then New Mexico State. I think those are two good ones. And like I said, you kind of follow those teams pretty closely in those smaller schools, or smaller conferences, I should say. The marquee games are, I put that in quotation marks. This is not a great slate tonight, but Navy Notre Dame going to kick us off at 1:30. Interesting game. It is Notre Dame, and then also you've got USC, and that's Rodney's team here, USC, taking on San Jose State. He's probably right. That'll probably be a blowout. So, all right, guys, that's going to do it for the show. That's going to do it for the best bets. I will put it up here on the screen now. Let's see. Who's going to win this race at Saratoga here, Magic? Is it the 12 or the 14?
I'm not watching.
Unbelievable.
I'm paying attention to the show. Unlike you and Somich, when there's a show going on, I pay attention to what's happening to the show.
14, 4-2. I think the 4-1.
What's their names? What's their names?
Newport Bridge.
4-horse, 10-horse. The 4-horse one. So.
Oh, the other Linda Rice.
There you go.
What's
All right, guys. Let's
Feathers Road.
To get you out of here for today. I'm going to go with Zulu in the 10th race there at Saratoga, race 10, number 6 for me. That was really close. New Mexico State -7 for Papa Dude, and Magic going the Rangers first 5 minus half run plus 120. Guys, we went 0-4 the first day of the week. We went 4-0 yesterday, so we're back on top for the week. We're up $561 for the year. Let's go 3-0 today, guys. We can do it. I feel it. I think we can do it. All right, guys. We're going to get out of here. We will see you right back here tomorrow for more best bets. Everybody have a great Travers Day, and good luck, everyone.